Hello, everyone. We are back. We, not me, just only
We,
we, and not speaking French.
we.
We're not speaking French. It's us, your Husky Barboos, and we are legally Husky, and we are legally Barbu. Legally, as the good Lord wanted it, and needed it, and as my wife requires me to look like.
There
Because
you go.
yeah, no, because I mean, when I posted the anniversary pictures,
You
even
were
her
skinny.
friends,
Oh,
even her
you had no facial hair.
exactly her friends was like, "Yes, your husband looks way better now. Tell him
Well,
to keep the
well, it
beard.
does.
Tell him to keep the beard."
Do people do look better with facial hair than
Yeah,
sometimes?
no,
Well, I
no.
mean, it could also be that because it's been
Uh,
a long time that she hasn't seen you like that. She just got used to you looking like that.
no, no. I mean, even the beardless look in the wedding, it was not by choice. It was because the job I had back then
Required you.
required me to shave my face. But back then, I rocked goatees. That's what I did. No beards, just a goatee. So when the whole full facial hair thing came out and the revolution, with all the how do we call these people? Preppies?
Herpes,
No, 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 no,
millennials.
no, no, no. They have a name. They like very old school shit. I mean, they brought back vinyl. They even brought back vinyl. Vinyl was dead as hell.
Well, now the DJs use them.
Yeah, but no, no, no. But they were the ones that insisted on bringing vinyl back. And now, when you go to a comic book store,
They
you
have
see
vinyl.
you see a fucking rack of vinyl, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? I'm like,
They're back, baby.
this is a fucking bizarro zone. I mean, I
Which
I saw.
VHS, VHS, VHS tapes are gonna come back too.
Oh Jesus Christ! That don't no. No, I went through that shit in the '80s. No, no, thank you. No, thank you. I rather
I've burnt out one of those tapes to the Liar Liar.
stream is good. Streaming is good.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
you got to have a good internet, but then again, most everyone here in the
well,
states,
around now, every in the states, everyone has great internet.
exactly 20 years ago,
Yeah, you had dial-up.
no, I mean broadband. They called it broadband 20 years ago.
Don't remind me of that. That was shit.
Hey, but it beat the whole.
Oh, that though.
It beat the shit out of that. I remember when I was a teen, in my late teens, I started working for my dad, and my dad was so pissed at me, like, let go of the goddamn phone. I need to use the phone. Stop connecting the goddamn internet. So, okay, time out, time out, time out. Okay, let's solve this civilly, with civility. Okay, how about I get a fucking line, and I just use that to get connected on the internet all day? He was like, holy shit, you're smart. It was like, holy shit, I cannot believe you came out of me. You're smart.
You came out of these.
Out of these
Hola.
nuts? You came out of these nuts? Where the fuck were these brains back in when you were in school, you dumb fuck? Okay, we'll do that.
It reminds me, that's exactly what my mother had to do. She was tired of me being on the freaking internet all damn day. So she finally got an extra line connected for my computer.
Hmm. Oh,
And I never had to
Napster.
worry about anything ever again.
Oh, Napster. You and I had so much fun back in the day.
God, LimeWire.
Hey, I'm old school. I'm old
I used to use
school.
Napster too, but then
Well,
that's
no.
When Napster started telling you to pay for your music.
Yeah,
I changed to LimeWire.
yeah. But I'm talking about old school when Napster was the shit. Back when Metallica was all pissed at them. By the way, turned out they were right. People were so pissed at Metallica. Oh, you fucking bunch of old rich assholes. You can't keep you can't make people share their music. Meantime, hey, everybody's now screaming at Spotify. It's like, we're getting fucked. We're getting paid like 2 cents a song. We're getting fucked here. And Metallica was like, told ya.
Hey, what I mean,
Hey, look.
it is what it is, man.
What the one thing I will give Metallica always is that they own their masters. They own all their songs. There's no fucking manager in the middle owning all this shit. They own 100% all their material. So they never got fucked. In the sense that, like, oh, because you know how the music industry works now? The record label not only owns your ass, they own the fucking concerts that you make. That's why you see all these fucking things that there are now. You know, these new artists, which I can't even mention the names because I don't know what the fuck is going on in the music scene nowadays. But everybody that you see all these big giant concerts that they do, the record company takes a cut out of that shit. So now they're a fucking slave to the system, in the sense that not only do they have to put out records, they have to sell merchandise. They have to sell the concerts. And a good chunk of that shit goes to the record label. And they getting fucked. So now they have to overwork their asses just to make bank.
Listen, Diddy was doing that before it was even a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Diddy fucked. Royally fucked the Locks. Those three guys made him so much fucking money. They barely saw any of it.
True. I mean, it was. Let me say, it was Biggie.
Biggie was his own thing. Biggie wasn't gonna let him fuck him, but Biggie didn't last long enough for him to fuck him.
Yeah, but he still took some.
Oh, he took some. Definitely took some.
He took some, and he got Nas.
But Nas moved.
Mm-hmm.
He started. He smelled the fucking coffee way before it really became.
Dude, that's the
Nas.
name. Like, why you think Suge Knight was so big? Because he fucked everybody there in Death Row. He fucked everybody.
Then you had Mace.
Mm-hmm.
Then he fucked him so good he went into he turned to be like a priest.
Yeah. No, he became a preacher. Yeah, he became a preacher. Yeah, because I don't think the black people go do the Catholic thing.
Okay, so he became a preacher.
Mm-hmm.
Then he fucked the Locks. The Locks left.
So
he started making their money everywhere else.
Yes, because that's the whole thing. Like the record company used to owns the masters. They own the original material, and you as an artist, if you are one, you get paid only in basis of what the music sells. And nowadays, like with the Spotify deals, because I mean, you got to be like a music connoisseur to buy the album. You have to be those are far in between. You got to be a very musical connoisseur to buy a fucking album. Most us mortals just satisfied with having a Spotify account. That's it. Listen to that shit on the phone. Listen to that shit on the go, and that's it.
I guess I'm still old school because if I like an artist, I'm gonna buy their album.
Yeah, I mean, I wish, but like back in the day, like, by the way, were you old enough to get into the Columbia House thing?
What do you mean?
Old funk? You don't know?
Old funk?
No, the Columbia House. Man, no. Why you think they don't exist anymore? Because they got fucked over royally. They used to sell the Columbia House thing is more or less it was like they send you a catalog of shit that you want to buy, of albums, just a bunch of albums, and they send it straight to your house, and you just had to pay them a one payment, be a check, whatever, money order, whatever. Because back in those days, they took checks.
You didn't have credit cards.
And credit cards, but you had to all do the stamp thing, stupid shit. Anyway, you know how many people fucked them over with bounce checks? Oh. That's why. Why do you think they don't alive no more? Why do you think they're not here no more?
Fuck,
dude! Like basically, people were getting albums for free. Basically,
you had to be a one messed up motherfuckers to do that.
But they couldn't go after you though.
That's still fucked up though, bro. Like, how do you live with yourself?
Some people have no conscience, man. Some people, they don't give a shit.
I remember back in the day that, how you just buy one songs, they used to have cassette tapes with that one song on there. just the hit that they
Oh
came out
my
with.
God, I wouldn't buy that. It's like,
I
what's the
I bought
point?
I bought one. I
I,
mean, I had my mother buy me one. I forgot the name of it. I think I forgot who it was.
like,
Because back then I was just into everything. I was into pop. I was into fucking every fucking
uh,
genre except country
like
and like
I, I
and
was
disco.
I wasn't such a musical file in the sense that like I had to have everything because my tastes were basically metal and metal and metal. That was
Yeah,
basically.
no, I grew up, Boyz II Men, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. I listened to everything.
No,
I
no.
wasn't, I wasn't like a
Yeah, I was into everything too at one point in my life, but then when my mom died, that's when I went
well,
to the dark
but
side of the
metal
force.
kept you level-headed somewhat.
Yeah, no, look, people shit. Well, not now. Back in the day, I'm talking about. Not now. Now people don't pretty much don't give a shit what you listen to. Now people don't pretty much don't give a fuck.
Obviously, your neighbors don't give a shit what you listen to.
Oh Jesus Christ, that's another
That's
comment.
another story.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, but back in the day, there was some sort of stigma with metal, like, oh, there's the devil music and whatnot. Like, especially in DR, not here. Obviously, people here. That's what one thing I like about here. I wish things would go back to that. That people did not give a fuck what were you into. They just, okay, that's you, fine, whatever. Like, no judgment,
you
no.
do find a lot of that though, but you find a lot of the other ones too that like always have to put their nose into the people's business.
Oh yeah, shoving down shit down people's throat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not for that. On either side, shall we say? Just be you,
Why
man.
why should you give a fuck about what I think about you?
Exactly. It's like
Now,
my
if
life. It's my life. I mean, you have no say over it. You're not my god. I'm not answering towards you. I have no give no answer to you. So thank you. Fuck you. Bye.
pretty much.
That's pretty
But
much it. So yeah, the back in the day, that's how shit. We're basically going like old school stuff, like how things used to be back like 20, 30 years ago. That's basically the thematic thing that we have right now.
yes,
Like,
life was simpler back then too.
yeah, I mean, you were allowed to walk around the neighborhood, going out unsupervised. You can walk the entire neighborhood unsupervised. Nobody was worried. Well, oh my God, where are the kids
But
at? Like,
it, times were different back then too because you also was other people watching for other people's kids. It's like
yeah,
you were one friendly neighborhood, but if you were my friend and you came by my block and my mother saw you hurt,
she
she was
would,
gonna take care of you.
yeah, she'll nurse you, and if things were a little bit more drastic, then she will go to the hospital with you, call your mom,
Exactly.
let her know what's good. But don't worry, I got him here in the hospital. They're taking care of him. He's okay.
If my mother was cooking, we were grilling, and one of my boys just to walk by my crib where we were living,
Hmm.
she was gonna offer you food,
She
and you
still
will
offers people food.
exactly. But I'm just saying like all my boys, a lot of my friends live nearby where I used to live
Terrytown. Or
Tarrytown.
or Geekville, USA.
Yeah,
Ignore the Terrytown.
yeah. And they always knew once they smelled that, they knew Rita has well, sister had food ready for them.
Mm,
So
that's good.
they always knew that. They always, you know that because you met my mother.
Yeah.
She was always, you go over.
She,
You always gonna
you
leave her food
pass
in your
by
hand if you
that
wanted
woman's
to.
house, you will not leave hungry. You will not
You
leave
won't.
hungry. And she will not accept you eating just one serving.
No, she doesn't. That's
That is an
please.
insult. You will have
And
offended her and her honor, and she will make you eat at least minimum 3 plates of what she fed you.
are you gonna go to the barbecue on the 30th?
How should I say this in the nicest way?
I think you should, because she's cooking it up.
Mm,
If you want to
mm,
ride, I will gladly pick you up and bring you back and forth.
I don't know. I gave the that company T-shirt to my wife because it don't fit.
You don't need to. You don't need to wear that shirt there. It's a gathering. You don't need to wear that T-shirt. Just bring an empty stomach.
Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I'll keep it like that way.
We'll talk more.
We'll keep it
But
at that.
it's you won't leave hungry. You won't leave thirsty. You'll probably leave with something in your hand.
Yeah, that's the sister beep way.
So that's what I mean. Like back then was a lot different. You were watched by the neighbors.
Yeah.
No one turned a blind eye. Now that because people have so many fucking different attitudes, just don't be
Oh,
telling me
dude.
what to do with my kid kind of thing. It's like, you know what, fuck it. If your kid's gonna
Look.
get hit by a car, they're gonna get hit by a car. I'm not gonna care.
Look, like for example, this week. And forgive me because you know this, but most people maybe don't know. Well, if you're listening to this podcast, you already know this. So, newsflash: I'm an introvert, so
Really?
I don't socialize much, and don't go
Really?
out
You an
much,
introvert? Oh
and
my god.
don't talk with people much. So it shames me to say that it was this week that I learned that we have a common place to where to throw the trash in the back of the parking lot where you stationed your vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
It's there that we're supposed to leave the trash.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not know that until this week. So I just was leaving the bags outside. And then the owner of one of the buildings here saw me and he was like, yeah, you don't leave the trash there because the town is sending me bills now, and they said that the next time they find a bag of trash in the street, they're gonna send it to me because it was right in front of my house, and they're gonna send me over $1,000 a bill. So it was like, so please find somewhere where to put the trash. So I asked the neighbors, I was like, okay, do we have somewhere? But it's like, yes, we do in the back. They go, oh, okay, and oh, I'll show you. And then when they showed it to me, I was like, well, the reason I bring this up is because if he went and told me this, and I would have had an attitude, being an asshole, be like, "What the fuck you telling me for? I don't give a shit." You know, that's where shit hits the fan, and where then you have a conflict. But I took what he said humbly because guess what? I didn't know. So I honest to God, I was doing it out of ignorance. I was doing that
Mm-hmm.
as stupidity for not asking. So I took it humbly. I was like, okay, well, I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know. This is not going to happen again. Believe me. I told him this is not going to happen again. Believe me, this is not happening again. And I did it. No, I know you didn't do it with malice. I say that you're a person with good intentions. So it was a civil conversation about something that needed to be resolved. I dare you to find something that could be done like that nowadays, where people just treat each other like dicks. People are like on edge all the time, and I get it. Life isn't sweetness right now. Things are not well, but that don't give you an excuse to treat other people like shit. You know that's no excuse for you treating other people just because you feel like shit. That doesn't mean that you have the right to treat everybody else like shit. That's your deal, not ours. So
That's
just treat each other with goddamn respect. That's all.
it's a good lesson, and I can learn to do that myself
Yeah.
because I'm not perfect.
No, I look. I know people. You get pissed. Life is like shit that we were talking before we recorded. Not a lot of good news. Not a lot of good stuff. That will make you angry, understandably, reasonably, with a lot of reason to be angry. But that doesn't give you the right to take it out on other people. Like, find shit to do to release that anger. Like, in my back in the day, when I was pissed at work, What did I do? Turn on my PS2 and SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, play it as The Undertaker, and threw motherfuckers out of the Hell in the Cell.
Mankind.
I just threw motherfuckers out of the Hell in the Cell, and last ride their asses through the cage, through the cell too. It was always a last ride through the cell, always. I was like, no, you dying today. I ain't stopping until I see 20 buckets of blood on the fucking floor, because it's the alternative. It beats the alternative. It's rather do it on pixelated images or do it to some poor fuck on the street.
Guess I better get my GTA out.
Dude, I like solve your issues elsewhere and do it like in a way that you're telling your brain that you're not actually harming a human being. It's just, this is pixelated violence. You know? Pixelated violence. Like, you want to get those demons out of you? You just beat the shit out of some fucking character. And that's
Buy
it.
one of those punching bags, or
Yeah.
you probably know what these things are. You blew them up, but they had a sandbag at the bottom, so you punch them and they used to pop right back up. Get one of those. Put someone's face on it if you want to.
Yeah. Someone that inspires hate.
It's a good lesson. That mean, like, I didn't have. I had a decent day today, but I let some people piss me off, and my wife gave me, told me the same exact thing you did. There's no need. I know what to do. You just give yourself time. And
I'm not saying always take it up the ass. What I'm saying is that if you see that there is no need for things to escalate when you can be civil and and if the other person is willing to be civil as well, because that's the other thing. Because
you two-way street.
Exactly. There's a two-way street. Like, you try civility, you try the nice way. If they don't reply, then go fuck yourself.
Then you have to do with our jobs.
Then go fuck yourself. Like, if you tried civility, you tried the diplomatic way, you try to be Switzerland, neutral. You try to be like, I don't want no beef, I don't want no trouble. I'm just here to work. I'm just here to do my job. I'm just here to live my life. I don't want any problem with nobody. I have no ill intentions to any human being. And if you're trying to do the right thing with another person, you just let them know, look, dude, look, this is getting out of hand. Like, and we gotta coexist. So you do you, I do me. I'm not gonna piss you off. You ain't gonna piss me off. Let's just handshake it on there, and that's it. Let's leave each other alone. Let's be neutral to each other. Like, if you don't like me, fine, okay, I understand. You don't have to like me. I'm not asking people to like me, but let's at least be civil towards each other. Because I don't want nothing to happen to you. Even though you hate my guts, I don't give a shit. I don't want nothing bad to happen to you. You got a family. You got people to take care about. They do care about you. They do care about you. So whatever this is gonna start, I don't want none. So I just want to have peace. I have things to think about. I have a wife and daughter to think about. I don't need to be pissed off at the world right now, because that don't help. That don't work. That's not helping anybody. Being pissed at the world, it's just going to make me feel more miserable. And in the size that I am, the lack of sleep that I have, and all the other added factors that I have, it don't do good for me for my long-term health, So I'm actually cutting my days here on Earth. I could have lived longer, but I'm actually just fueling the fire for this body to explode. So you got to think about
it. Sometimes you just need to walk away.
Yeah. No, look, dude. You know how many times I've been diplomatic that way when I know that you're the asshole. You're judging without knowing. But you know what? But you know what?
You have to be. You pick your battles.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna waste my time with you. I'm not gonna waste my energy and my time with you. If you don't want to understand, if you're willing to understand, then yes, we can have the civil conversation about it. But if you're not willing to understand and give me the time of day and just make that plain old judgment and just condemn me right then and there, I'm like, well, okay, then go fuck yourself. Okay. Go fuck yourself. Like, I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight unless it's something like if you're gonna harm my wife and daughter, then it's on. Then it's fucking on. It is on. It is fucking on right there. If it's about hurting my wife and daughter, we got issue right now. We got an issue right now. Like that dude from the 40-Year-Old Virgin said, "Oh, you wanted him? You got him now. You got him now. Oh, you wanted that one? You got him now. You got him now." And the what? We're not gonna say.
When Kevin Hart go, like clout.
And remember, that was Kevin Hart, the one that was giving him the hard time.
It was Kevin Hart when he goes, yeah, you both gonna get clapped, and he had that little.
Yeah, both of you are gonna get whacked.
Oh, I wasn't doing anything,
but I didn't say anything.
I didn't say what's going on. Oh man, that was a good movie.
Yep.
Oh no, Kelly Clarkson.
And they actually did rip the chest hair.
I believe it.
It was actually real, and which begs the question: who grows chest hair like that? Because he had a fucking rug on his chest and torso. It was a fucking rug.
Might have shaved, because once you shave any, like, your chest, your back, anywhere else,
dude,
name anything, you grow back 10 times thicker.
Dude, that was scary looking. That was a fucking rug.
Have you seen the show Catfish on MTV?
A few episodes.
That guy Nev.
Mm-hmm.
Has he ever worn a button-down shirt on any of the shows you see?
Maybe like 4.
Don't you see like the bush that's coming out of his chest?
Dude, I'm from DR. We had our the only superhero.
Who grows their hair like that? That motherfucker's hair.
Again, let me finish the story. We only have one superhero in DR, and his name is Jack Veneno. He was a wrestler. He even wrestled Ric Flair back in 81 or 82, and he won. He beat Ric Flair for the NWA title. And that dude, they even the expression that how they call el hombre de pelo en pecho.
Oh my God! No,
he's
that bad.
Dude had a legit rug, like a bear, like one of those bear rugs that you leave on the floor. That's what he had, and it was just bubbling out of him like hair all over, man. Like you shot a bullet there, that thing would bounce.
Oh my God!
He was a hairy motherfucker. That chest was hairy. And he had a singlet. He was using a singlet in his wrestling matches, but he only had one-sided singlet. Those two-sided singlets. He only had one.
The Big Show.
Yeah, kind of like the Big Show, Andre the Giant. Yeah, or Andre the Giant, exactly. But his was more colorful colors.
Wasn't the Big Show called the Giant or whatever?
Yeah, because they were billing him as the son of Andre. When he started in WCW, and by the way, he started as a pup. He was like 19. He was a pup when he started wrestling.
Yeah, I was reading some things about him.
Andre only had a daughter though, for real, legitimately.
Yeah, and Stephanie's his goddaughter.
Oh God.
Then Stephanie McMahon was his goddaughter.
And now she is the CEO of WWE.
Yeah, but I remember I was listening to, I was reading something about the Big Show and why he lost all that weight. John Cena actually motivated him.
Yeah, because he got lean. He got muscles.
He was like, "Oh, imagine a 7-footer, 350-pound guy with abs." And John Cena, he goes, "Yeah, I want to see that. That would be kind of cool." And he's like, "Oh, okay, bet." And he trimmed down. He trimmed down a lot of fat. I mean, with that tall, with you being that tall, you need to have meat on you. You're going to be 350.
Yeah.
But if you're a healthy 350 and you're lean like he is and the abs that he has,
yeah,
Cena applauded him for that.
Yeah, because
motivated him to do that shit.
That's the problem with a lot of NBA players that are that tall like him. That they're
skinny as fuck.
Skinny as fuck.
And toothpick.
Exactly.
That's why Shaq, no one could beat Shaq.
Because the dude was thick as fuck.
And he had muscles when he was young.
Yes. He was
not like
ripped.
He is now.
He was
fucking
ripped.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember
thick
I
as
was
a thing.
I was a big fan of the league back then in the 90s because that was back in the Jordan era.
That's when basketball was basketball.
Exactly.
Now
they're
look at the guy funny and they're calling a foul.
And they're all a bunch of Jordan wannabes. Because that's the thing that happened with the league now, that like everybody's playing Jordan style. But what they don't realize is that Jordan never actually had that style always. Because he was almost, when he started in the league, he was an aerial assassin. He was just going in the air, floating there, standing there for like 20 minutes, thinking about it. We're like, what am I going to do? Okay, I'm going to fake it here, then go there and there, and then whack. So the dude was like an aerial assassin, but then when he got older, he was like, and got the shit beat out of him from Detroit.
He gained muscle.
He gained muscle. He got mass.
Gained muscle,
and then he changed. And then he learned how to shoot as an assassin, and also penetrating the paint, going in the paint, and scoring very decisive scoring as points for his team. And he knew he was the lightning rod, that he had to take all the shit because everybody looked at him. So he created opportunities for other shooters to shoot.
It's funny. I was watching they always show something on TV, and and Steve Kerr goes, "Yeah, I had to bail out Jordan again."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was, I think, in the 98 finals. They said, "Well, I have to bail out Mike again."
That guy was lethal too. Don't
Steve
leave him
Kerr
open from three.
Steve Kerr was an assassin from three, man.
Don't leave him open.
Like I'm telling you, that 96 team was murder. Was fucking murder. Like they had 3 teams in that team. Because when you bench,
I wasn't into basketball then.
No, you bench the motherfucker. You have to understand, most of the people that were in the bench were starting players in other teams, and they were bench.
Well, they took the risk, and they knew they wanted to win.
Fuck, I was like, God damn this. The only thing that was weak on that team was the centers, but then every single other position was tight. Yet? What?
They didn't have Luke. What was it? Luke Longley.
Oh, that piece of shit! I don't even remind me of that motherfucker.
Didn't they have Horace Grant? Like, he was a power forward.
No, Horace Grant was in the first 3 championships. Then he bailed. Then he went to Orlando. And stayed there in the Orlando. And he even made it to the finals with Orlando in the 90.
It must have been.
I think it was the 94.
The
Penny Hardaway. Yeah. Shaq.
That duo.
Yeah. No, but then Shaq upgraded with Kobe. That was a motherfucker of upgrades.
That motherfucker was lethal. I mean,
that was the motherfucker of upgrades.
I hate the whole thing of Michael and LeBron. Or,
the comparison.
Like,
I don't look. LeBron gets a lot of hate.
I like LeBron. You put him in the era in the 90s.
You'd get his ass kicked.
LeBron wouldn't be LeBron.
He would get his ass kicked.
You go inside.
Like he would go, dude. He would go against the New York Knicks from the 90s. He would get murdered.
Oakley.
Murdered.
Oakley used to clothesline people.
Murdered.
Mason.
Murdered. He would get fucking. They had to scrape him out of the fucking floor. Murdered.
But even Rodman, you weren't going in on Rodman.
Holy shit. Rodman was turning people. Look, Rodman fucked up Carmelo. He fucked Carmelo. He fucked Shaq. He fucked Barkley. He fucked anybody. He fucked with them mentally. That was Rodman's shit. He fucked with you mentally.
And he fucked with the world mentally, because the fucking shit he did in the world.
Yeah.
That whole nother fucking story.
He just did not give 2 fucks. He didn't give a Frenchman's fuck.
But you can't say who's better or not, because Jordan in the 90s.
Exactly. It's a different era thing. Even Jordan said it himself when it's like, I can't say I'm the greatest. I can't say that because there were other people that were doing shit back in their era.
Dr. J.
Yeah. Oscar
You got,
Robinson, Kareem
Oscar Robinson,
Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt
Jabbar.
Chamberlain, like all these
That
fucks.
fucking Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points.
Yes, and who the fuck has done that ever since?
Kobe came the closest to 81.
Yes, Kobe was the closest, the most closest player in modern day that's gotten close to that, getting that 100 was
After
Kobe.
Kobe, it was Devin Booker, which I don't think you know. He ended up with like 72 or something like that.
And Jordan, I think the highest he scored is like 69, I think.
69 or
Yes, 69.
something. He was 60 something.
Yeah, 68, 69.
But
And if Jordan couldn't do it, well, fuck you.
Kobe Bryant owned the 2000s.
Oh, Jesus Christ, he was assassin. And
Now LeBron owned
the 2010s.
2010s, but you also can't count out
The other people.
Dwayne. You can't count out Dwayne Wade. He was a beast.
Also
Steph Curry.
No, this is
Curry brought the 3-pointers back like it was nothing.
This is his era now, I believe.
He's getting up there. I think he's like 32.
Yeah.
So,
no, he's been in the league for a while. He's been in there in a minute.
Another fucking person that was one pick away from the Knicks. Don't get me started.
Oh, the poor fucking Knicks. What they do is just fire the owner. They get a new fucking owner and get a new.
You can't. The owner hasn't done anything that you can make him force sell the team like they did with the Clippers.
Well, get some dirt on that son of a bitch.
Mean, dude. All that motherfucker does is spend money on sports and his fucking band. And he stays away from the team, but fucking dictates from away from the team so he can't get caught saying shit.
And the team suffers for it. It's been suffering for it.
It's like
the closest shit that the Knicks have gotten to were the 94 and 99. That's it.
99, I was fucking Twin Towers. The fucking start of Tim fucking Duncan. Who took the 2000s with Kobe like it was nothing. That guy never had a losing fucking record.
And he is the
Went
most
to the finals
chill
5 times and won like 3 of them.
And the most chill motherfucker. He acts like he does not give 2 fucks.
Him and Nowinski were like the chillest dudes in the fucking NBA. Nowinski used to bring fucking leftovers from home. Every time he was walking into the arena, you saw him with the fucking paper plate with tinfoil over it.
Hey, Nowinski brought the goal to Dallas twice, right? It was twice.
I know at least once.
Yeah, I know.
Dash.
No, and he beat the Cavaliers.
Lakers,
no, the Cavaliers.
I think the Cavaliers, yeah. But Tim Duncan made his money off a fucking bank shot that till this day is the sweetest shot. It's automatically in, and no one fucking shoots it. Everyone's trying to shoot it net. Like, look at the fucking use anyone, any youngster, or anyone now that's still trying to. You bring that shot back, these guys wouldn't know how to guard you.
But Nowinski's like almost 7 feet tall, though, right? He's like 6'11".
It was Tim Duncan that did the bank shot.
Oh.
Nowinski was the jump, the fadeaway jumper with the leg in your face. So you had no choice but to reach over.
Duncan is what, like 6'7", 6'8"?
No, Duncan was 6'11", 7 feet. He was tall.
Fuck.
Him and David Robinson. That's why we couldn't win the 99 finals. Those two were fucking. We had no one taller other than Marcus Camby. Patrick Ewing was on his way out. Ewing was his knees and wrist were shot.
The very next year he went to the Supersonics. I think, right?
Yeah, I think 2000s. That was his last season with the Knicks. Camby wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, because what fuck? Ewing was.
And Johnson was going to fucking.
Ewing came to the league, I think, the year after Jordan.
I think he was 88,
85.
85.
Jordan came in the league in 84.
Oh yeah, they're trying to say that the Knicks got that because they froze the envelope and the fucking commissioner pulled it out and knew it was them. Like, really? Really? Now, the only reason why the Knicks got a first-round pick with the number 1 pick, that was the last number 1 pick the Knicks has gotten.
Patrick Ewing.
It was Patrick Ewing. Now, we got in first-round picks like
Like,
third, fourth, fifth,
look,
sixth, seventh,
a game
ninth.
as physical as basketball is fucks you up, and the taller you are, it fucks you up even more.
Look at Yao Ming.
No,
Yao Ming had a beautiful career,
he
but
lasted
he
like
had
6
foot
years.
issues. Last 6 years because he foot injuries. His toes. He was gonna. I think he got one amputated because it was just wouldn't heal.
Fuck.
But that dude was dominant.
So yeah.
So you could be in this-
We did talk about sports.
Yeah, I mean, I knew you were somewhat of a fan of the '90s. I mean, you know more '90s than I did because I really didn't start watching sports towards like the end of like the '90s.
No, I was big on Jordan. I mean, me and my brother more than me, obviously, because he's more of a sports guy than I am. But like in the '90s, me and my brother just watched every fucking game we could, and we were big Jordan fans. My brother had the '92 Jordans.
I think I bought one pair of Jordans and they never fit, and I was just like, I just wasted my money.
And he wanted to buy the Barcelona ones. The one when he played in Barcelona in '92. Mm-hmm. He wanted to buy those, and those were exclusive, because those were the ones I had. I think it was the number 9 he had in Barcelona. Mm-hmm. But he bought the '92 ones that had the 23 on them. But still, he had Jordans, man, and that cost a pretty penny.
They still do.
But those Jordans are now, I bet if you buy them now, holy fuck.
Costing you probably 40 times the price.
Yep. And now every motherfucker is doing like the Air Jordans 1s. And those are the most uncomfortable sneakers on God's green earth.
Never wore Jordans. I couldn't tell you. I was always a New Balance
head. Dude, like Jordan himself said he wore the 1s on his last game, what he thought it was going to be his last game on MSG when he was still in the Bulls. He wore the Jordan 1s, and those things were so fucking flimsy. He bled all under his feet. All his feet were just fucked up. He bled the socks.
I always wore I don't know if it was Nike or Adidas until I finally learned, like, I stopped cramping my feet into shoes. It was always like Adidas or Nike had like this Yankee symbol shoe. Like they always had like a Yankee symbol on the side of the shoe. Mm-hmm. So I just kept buying those because they were comfortable, they fit well, they were good. Until I finally figure out that I have fucking like 6E feet, which is like 2X wide. So now all I wear is New Balance.
Okay.
And they cost me $120 on Amazon. I usually, I buy one pair a year now.
That's another thing that pisses me off now. Like for the example, the Chuck Taylors, they cost close to $100 now, and I'm like, these are just tela. This is just like they're made out of fabric. Like, whereas the other sneakers have like cushioning and whatnot, these are fucking fabric glued or sewn into rubber on the bottom, and that's it. How the fuck are you justifying? Oh yeah, I know why you're justifying it, because Nike bought Converse a few years ago, and Nike have to be the dicks that they are, overcharging for fucking sneakers that if you throw them in the washing machine one day, you throw them in the washing machine one time, say bye-bye to those motherfuckers.
Better off with New Balance, bro.
And I love Chuck Taylors. I love Chuck Taylors. They're uncomfortable as fuck, but I love them.
I remember I read a story. Reebok gave, you probably know this, Shaquille O'Neal, when he was younger, a 3-year deal, and it was worth like millions of dollars for a shoe deal. He was about to sign it, and he realized how much money they were going to sell the fucking shoes. And he was in the store one day, and he heard his mother, "How you guys live with yourself? You're selling, all these kids look up to you, and you guys sell these shoes that no parent could afford."
Yep.
Shaq didn't sign the deal. Or his own shoe.
Or renewed the deal.
Huh?
renewed the deal because when he started in the league, he was wearing Reebok.
Yeah. So I guess
They were going to re-sign him.
they were gonna resign. It was like 3 year worth millions of dollars. This guy was making. He was gonna make bank.
And to think that Kobe, when he started in the league, he started with Adidas.
I think. I think they went to Nike now. His wife signed a deal
Yes,
with Nike.
no, because eventually he did go signing with Nike.
Yeah.
Eventually he did, but he started with Adidas, and I always found that weird because Kobe. Look, I saw Kobe in his rookie year. He was good, but he was like 6th-round pick, I think, 6th or 7th-round pick, I think.
Remember.
Yeah, because he came straight out of high school.
He was 90. It was in '96. He got.
Yeah, 96, and dude was my age. He was my age. He was born in '78 too. So I when he perished, I felt it really hard. I was like, God damn it, he's my age.
Just the way he went to. That
Fuck.
But yeah, a lot of these shoe people. So anyway, Shaq never fucking re-signed the deal and made his own fucking shoes.
Yeah, he went to China.
And he made 10 times the more money that he was making because he made them affordable for every little kid that wanted.
I had one of Shaq's sneakers.
I did too.
They were cheap as fuck.
Later in my life. Yeah.
They were cheap as fuck. I saw the Shaq logo. I was like, for real? So because I wasn't privy anymore. Because after Jordan left, I was like, NBA what? I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Although my wife has this crazy ass obsession with Tim Duncan. She's like in love with it, and you know the rumors back in the day about Tim.
No, what was the rumor?
That he was kusi kusa, as the Rock would say. Which doesn't fucking matter. Who gives a shit? That's his life and whatnot. Or he's ambidextrous. But again, I'm saying, who gives a shit? If he is or isn't, that doesn't take away whatever he did in the court.
He's just married for no reason.
Apparently, but then again, when you hear those rumors, you're like, okay, these just people hating. It's just people hating.
Yeah.
People hating. It's just hating.
But Steph Curry came in with,
he's with Under Armour.
The Under Armour.
Yeah.
No, I think he left.
He left?
Yeah, because they fucked him. I think he ended up going to Nike.
Seriously?
They did some shady shit. Like when he came in to review his contract and they were putting together a presentation, they had like another player's name on the presentation or some shit like that.
Oh shit.
Dude made your shoes. He was the only NBA player signed under Armour.
So I guess they have to rely on The Rock now. I guess they have to rely on The Rock now.
I think that's why they did that. Let me see.
Because The Rock he does what, training shoes?
His stuff is all
about training.
It's all training, yeah.
It's just training shoes. It's not for sports per se. It's training shoes. And they make his entire gear, his shirts, shorts, the whole shebang.
So I guess Curry did go back to Under Armour then. I guess he never left because I heard this big report saying that he was leaving because of it.
So they must have done what we say in DR, pidiendo cacao.
Exactly.
So they just probably begged and begged and begged and cried, kissed his feet a couple of times. No way. I'll suck your dick, man. I'll suck your dick. Don't fucking go, please. Don't fucking go. I'll suck your dick. I'll suck your dick. And Curry's like, what?
Oh, okay. So maybe I had the other way around. Curry's previous deal, which he signed after his 4-year contract with Nike lapsed, called for a salary less than $4 million. And it's safe to say that this current shoe economy, which James Harden can ink a deal worth $200 million, that Curry is looking at a sizable raise. Nike hasn't made any mistakes. Letting Steph Curry go in September 2013 for less than $4 million was one.
You know that
Yeah,
Jordan
they
actually.
fucked up. So it was the other way around. I guess when he went into Nike, they weren't paying him no more.
Oh yeah. Because he was with Nike before the Under Armour thing. I
I could have
kind of
swore it was
remember
the
now.
other way around.
I kind of remember now. Yeah, he was with Nike back before they were winning all these championships. When they won their first one, that's when the shit happened. When he won the first championship, that's when that shit happened.
Well,
Because he
he was the
was with Nike.
first one to sign a $200 million deal.
Yeah, he was the one that put Under Armour on on the map. He was the one
That's
that put Under Armour in the map.
that's when James Harden was like, "Hold my beer. I want the same one. I want the
Yeah,
same fucking contract."
yeah. So, like I was saying, like Jordan made bank was from endorsement deals. The NBA didn't pay him
Jordan
dick.
got his own brand.
Yes, the
It's
only.
Nike and then Jordan.
Mm-hmm. Which
Because there's people signed under Jordan's contract shoes, and there's people
that was
that
the
signed under
smartest.
Nike.
That's the smartest move that motherfucker has ever done. Because he's still making bank out of those goddamn sneakers.
Because fucking Charlotte Hornets are making him shit.
Like, and that's why he got pissed at Barkley. That's why he's still not speaking with Barkley, because Barkley told him, look, basketball, you're the king, you're the master, you're the ruler, but you are not a good general manager.
He's not a good owner.
You are not a good owner. Your team is the shits. It's shit. Your team is shit. And he got mad at that because Jordan takes, so I took it personal.
Took it personal.
Because was the Jordan mantra. So I took it personal.
Were you into you were into the Yankees in the 90s?
Fuck yeah, when they won.
So you know Derek Jeter.
Oh, come on now.
Well,
like I have to. Do I have to pull this fucking card? Jesus Christ! Like what the fuck? Do I have to pull this card? Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, that's lovely. I got his autograph. It's on my.
Fuck you.
I never told you that story.
No.
Anyway, before I forget, his thing is he has I think it's like 6 or 7 part thing is coming out on ESPN starting tomorrow.
Oh, so they're gonna give him the Last Dance deal.
Yeah, but it's called The Captain.
Because that's what the fuck he was.
So if you want to watch it, it's but.
Oh yeah, they opened the Pandora's box between him and A-Rod. I heard the story.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Yeah, and, he said that he was actually kind of very diplomatic about it. He says, yeah, A-Rod is not a good friend. Newsflash, really? I didn't know that. Oh my God, I'm speechless. I did not know that. You're telling me that A-Rod is self-centered? Really? Are you kidding me?
No way. We're not talking about the same Alex.
We're not. No. Yankee. No.
Must be a different person.
Yeah, must be a totally different person. Like newsflash, like die.
So yeah, I got Derek Jeter's autograph.
You fuck.
I was in 4th grade. Right. I was in 4th grade, and one of the teacher's assistant in my class went to a restaurant in New York City with one of her friends. I think it was like a Saturday night or something like that, Friday night. And she was sitting in a restaurant, she was eating, and she looked up, and there was Derek Jeter.
The captain.
The captain. So she called the waiter over, and she didn't really know 100% because it was kind of dark in there, but didn't want to be like kept staring at him.
Yeah.
She called the waiter over and goes, "That Derek Jeter?" Goes, "Yeah, that's Derek Jeter." So she asked me, "Think he'll mind if you go over there and ask him for an autograph?" He goes, "Ma'am, you should probably go over if you wanted to be nice and just be like,
low key and don't bother him much."
Exactly. So that's why she was asking him, but because it was the same waiter. So, long story short, she goes over there and she goes, "Listen," and she goes, "Hi, my name is blah blah blah. I'm a fan, but I have this little boy in my class that's a huge fan of yours and a huge Yankee fan. It'll make his day if you don't mind giving me your autograph." He goes, no, no problem. Comes down, he puts to Jonathan, best wishes, Derek Jeter,
And you died.
right on those pieces of paper that you write down people's orders with. Just a
Mm.
blank piece of paper. She taped it on a border, and behind us, the whole story of how she got to, how she got the
Mhm.
signature. She at the end of I think it was like Monday. At the end of that day, she pulls me aside into another room, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, I must be in trouble or something." It was fourth grade. I'm like, I didn't do shit. How couldn't I have done anything? Put me aside, and she told me this whole story, and she handed me this thing over. I fucking just
God, that almost sounded like the story from Pulp Fiction about the watch.
I was just like, I just stared at her like, and I almost died. Like you said,
The
I
f-
died.
The fact that you didn't laugh tells me that you haven't seen that
I
movie.
haven't watched Pulp Fiction.
Oh,
I know what's his
fuck.
name is in it, Travolta,
Everybody
and
in the 90s was in that movie.
there's someone else. I forget his name.
Bruce Willis.
Was it Al Jackson in it?
Yeah, that's the movie that put him on the map.
Okay, yeah, I haven't.
I mean,
watched
he's done movies before that, but that was the movie that made him a star. That was the movie that made him a star because he stole the goddamn show in that movie.
it. wasn't Marvel that made him a star, or
No.
even better, Snakes on the Plane.
No, it was that movie.
No, not
that
Snakes on the Plane.
that Jerry Carroll made him a bad motherfucker. That was even his wallet was this. The name of his wallet was Bad Motherfucker. And even in the movie, they show it like when they. Oh man, no, I can't tell you the movie. You got to see it. By the way, it's non-linear. The movie is non-linear. That means that it's all scrambled all over the place. Like the beginning is the end is the beginning, and everything is in the middle is whack. But it doesn't matter. You will watch that movie and you're like, this is the best shit I've ever seen in my life. And
you haven't stirred me wrong yet. I gotta tell you that,
dude. Dude. Look, I've had discussion like with a film critic back in DR. He's an acquaintance of mine. He's an atheist too, but and yet because we have similar taste in movies, that's how we bonded. Like he hates Christianity like a motherfucker, but he's like, you're the first Christian that has the greatest taste in music in movies that I've met. So it's like, and I was, you should be, and I don't like people's taste in movies. So you should be really proud of yourself that I'm talking to you. I was like, okay, well, thank you, I guess. I mean, we had a discussion about The Last Temptation of Christ, which is one of his favorite religious movies. And I'm like, funny that you picked the one that shows Jesus like getting high and fucking a prostitute, fucking a prostitute as your favorite movie. I was like, well, rebellious nature and whatnot. Anyway, but did you like the movie? I'm like, well, obviously, it's a little insulting to my religion. It's a little insulting.
Just a little, huh?
But I don't take it personally either because it's just a fucking movie. It's a movie. It's not real. It's like, so I don't get insulted by it. So, yeah, all the actors did their job. William Dafoe plays Jesus, by the way. And guess who directed the movie? This is the kicker. Get ready.
Who?
Martin Scorsese. That is a mind fuck. That is a mind fuck. You're like, the most insulting religious movie done in the 20th century was done by the greatest director of the 20th century. And I even laughed in the movie. I mean, there was honest parts that I laughed because every time that God, quote unquote, God talked to Jesus, he was having like an epilepsy attack. And Jesus was rolling in the ground.
Oh, wow.
I just laughed my ass off. Every time I saw it, I was like, and I even told her, I laughed my ass off. I'm sorry. Because I just find it ridiculous. And it was like, but don't you find it interesting that he picked that? Like, it's an interesting choice. It's just that I don't think that's what happened. But then again, it doesn't matter what I think. The movie's done. It's out there. It's in the zeitgeist now. So who gives a shit?
Out there for everyone to see.
Yeah, it's out there for everyone to see. You take it whatever you want to take it. And then, because I'll spoil the movie because it's the story that everybody knows. So, but with the twist is that basically it's almost exactly as the Gospels, only that they humanize Jesus to the point that he is not even aware of who he is, that he second guessing. So, like for example, with the resurrection of Lazarus, there's a famous story in the Bible that the dude has been dead for 4 days. And they even told him, look, the dude stinks. It's 4 days. So you want to really open this tomb? They're like, yeah, open the tomb. And the camera is panning on Jesus' face and just shows the people in the background. And Jesus looks like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. I can't believe I'm doing this. Oh my God. I'm going to fuck up. That's the look in his face. That's the exact look on his face. So but he doesn't say anything. But you look at his face, it's like, this motherfucker is doubting. He don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. And he says, Lazarus, come out. But he's looking at like, and when Lazarus comes out and pulls his hand out, the first motherfucker gets scared is Jesus. Just go like, but since nobody looking at his face, he acts like a normal, then just grabs Lazarus' hand and pulls him out, and then acts like, yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
I did that.
Yeah, you know I'm the Son of God now. Yeah. And then okay, so fast forward to the crucifixion. By the way, most accurate crucifixion scene to this day, because not like they do in the movies that they put on like a do rag on his private parts. No, butt naked. That's how the crucifixion was, because there were no underwear back in the day. So when they crucified you, you was butt naked. And he was butt naked. But they kind of censor it because they twisted his body a little bit so they would cover the yin yang.
Yeah, I don't think you couldn't show the yin yang on even a rated R movie.
Yeah, so no, they didn't. But he was butt naked. They didn't show. They kind of Buffalo Billed the whole thing, like in Silence of the Lambs. Remember that scene where he
never watched?
Oh, Jesus Christ! You're such a heathen. You're such a heathen. You're such a heathen. Anyway, so Jesus is crucified.
Silence of the Lambs. This fucking thing sounds like someone's dying.
It's a fucked up movie, but I like it.
Exactly. Why do you think I don't watch it?
That's your introduction to Anthony Hopkins' version of Hannibal Lecter.
No, thank you.
You're just like my wife.
No, thank you.
You're just like my wife. God damn it. Anyway,
you can explain what you want.
She to this day cannot see Anthony Hopkins. To this day.
No, I don't mind him.
No, because I showed her.
Great Thor's father.
I showed her Silence of the Lambs. Obligado.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm an asshole.
You're a dick.
Because you are going to learn the good taste in movies. And she was,
That's your opinion. You don't be forcing your opinion on her.
No, after that I learned. No, I'm not gonna fuck with her with this kind of shit anymore.
Remember, she cooks for you.
No, dude.
Next to you,
dude. Like there was this. I don't know what movie from what part of the world. I think it was like, it was an Arab movie, and she was watching it, and I was just busy doing shit. But I got glints and clips about it, and I was like, I've seen enough movies to know this shit is gonna go south. This movie's gonna go south. I bet, and I called it, and I called it way before it happened. I'm like, this bitch is gonna die, and she gonna die, and she gonna give him his heart, and they're gonna have to donate her heart to this motherfucker. She's like, no, that's not gonna. That's exactly how it happened. She was, I hate you. She started crying like crazy when the whole movie started showing all that shit. She was, I hate you. I hate you. How could you do this to me? I was like, I didn't direct this shit. I didn't make this movie.
I just made an observation.
I just made the observation. I didn't direct this motherfucker. I didn't direct this shit. I didn't write this fucking script. Did you see me living in a lavish lifestyle? I would have money if they paid me for this shit, but they didn't.
We would have been in this shit. We would have been in a mansion somewhere.
Exactly. I'm like, don't be hating me because Then don't be hating me because I got good observation skills. Don't be hating me for that. But I just didn't want to see that. Blah. And she even cried like 5 minutes after the movie was gone. I was like, really? I was like, really? Really? Anyway, back to the whole last temptation of Christ. Going back to that. Okay, so Jesus is crucified. So, and God, and he's like feeling like, yeah, this probably was not the great decision that I made. Yeah, I wish I could take it back. And then this little girl shows up saying that she's an angel from God and that God sent her. They're like, oh, God heard your prayer. They're like, really? Yeah, you can leave the cross and just live a normal life. Like, for real? Yeah, okay. So he gets out of the cross, and the dude gets married with Mary Magdalene. They show a scene of him effing Mary Magdalene. So make that with that information what you will. Seeing Jesus effing a woman. Anyway, yeah, interesting. What you
want to see?
Yeah, exactly. And a religious film. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to see. A dude fucking another woman, and a woman that was a prostitute, mind you, in the movie, not in the.
So hold on. So Jesus. Marries a hooker.
Yeah, but you have to understand in the context of the movie. The angel told him, you're actually not the Messiah. This is all bullshit. So since you're not the Messiah, you're not the Son of God. You're just a dude. The angel was telling you, you're just a dude. You're just a dude. Good intention, dude, but a dude nonetheless. Yes, you're just a dude. So okay.
He said, "Fuck this! I'm tired of living this."
So he went and knocked boots with this woman. Had like 20 kids. Then he finds out that there's still people preaching about him, but he's like, and then he finds Paul, the dude that wrote like 80% of the New Testament, and Paul is talking about how he converted exactly as the Bible says. And he was like, and then Jesus corrects him right in front of everybody. You know, you're talking bullshit. I didn't do that because I'm the one you're talking about. I'm the one you're talking about, and look at me here. I'm physically here, physically. There's no holes in my arms. And shit, I will not crucified. And then Paul's like, well, you're not the guy I'm talking about. But the thing is that at the end, Jesus lives until his 50s. But guess what happens? The world is being destroyed. Because guess what? He was actually Jesus. And the angel that showed up was actually the devil. And the devil tricked him into not dying for the people. So Jesus is like repented, and then he starts crying. He goes outside while the world is burning, the world is turning into fire. You see fire falling from the sky, people getting burned, people being destroyed, and God is like, and then he's like, God, Father, I'm sorry, I don't want to be like them. No, I want you to kill me. Go ahead, I'll die. So he opens his eyes. He's back back being crucified. So it turns out that it was all just in his head.
As in the words of Biggie, it was all a dream.
Exactly. So the movie ends that he continues the crucifixion and he dies happy. So that was the part that pissed people off. That was the part that, like, back when the movie came out, like I think it was 87, 86, 87. Lord Jesus, you should have seen. Like, that movie's still banned by the Vatican, by the way. That movie's still banned.
Why?
It's still banned. And that's why it's called The Last Temptation of Christ. Now, when I saw the movie, I saw the intention of what they were trying to do. Like, they were trying to humanize Jesus. And the only way people who are spiritually dead can humanize a dude is making him fuck a prostitute. Fuck a prostitute, doubting himself because that humanizes him. But like, if you know that you're the Son of God, would you be doubting?
No.
But then that's the whole spiel on that. But yeah, still, it was a good, like, I saw the movie not because I needed to see Jesus knocking boots. I saw the movie out of the curiosity of say, okay, I need to know what this hoopla is about. I need to know what all the hoopla is about, why people get so riled up watching the movie. And I saw it with my good Christian goggles, and saw the movie for what it was. I was like, okay, I understand the intention, what the movie was made, but I was like, yeah, this was bullshit. This was fucked up. I didn't need to see Jesus knocking boots. I didn't need to see Jesus butt naked. And again, William Dafoe played Jesus.
I'm probably gonna,
Yeah, no
probably
comment.
gonna watch that one.
Yeah, you're like, no comment. I ain't gonna touch that shit with a 10-foot pole.
I'll go watch Beverly Cops.
Beverly Hills Cop.
I still have to watch Die Hard.
You haven't watched Die Hard yet?
No, I would have told you if I did or not.
How fucking dare you? Are you waiting for Christmas so you can see it in the appropriate time?
It's not a Christmas movie, so no.
It is a fucking Christmas movie.
I will be watching Home Alone and remembering James Caan and the Elf.
You heathen.
And
you're such a heathen.
You can call me whatever you want.
You're such a fucking heathen.
By the way, before I forget, let's wish our original OG Babu a happy birthday, belated happy birthday. Hope your day was good.
Yeah, just recently turned 44.
You're only 10 years older than me. It's okay.
No, I'm not saying it like, oh, fuck, the end is near. I'm not saying it like that.
Well, you made it sound like, oh, fuck, I'm 44.
No, I mean, what I mean is that...
It feels like I'm 84.
Yeah, that's true, actually. That is true.
I like the new the logo coloring. That was nice. I like it.
Yeah, it's still not done yet. But
no, it looks good, though. I like it.
It's not done yet, but we're getting there. So I think we're gonna conclude now because we've been running at this for a while. At least this time we didn't do that many delicate subjects that needed to.
We kept it good. We hit sports, which we normally don't.
Yeah, I mean, there's some of the people that might be listening be like, "Thank you, Jesus." They're not talking about the same old shit.
But we didn't have, the world. There wasn't much in the world other than Elon Musk.
Yeah, the Targaryen deal and his family.
Yeah. No news on Vinnie Mac.
Oh, and also Targaryen deal with Ricky Martin as well.
Yeah, I just read that. They said that he could face up a lot of fucking years in prison for that shit.
Yeah, because he was effing his nephew.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. You hear that, criminal system? I said allegedly. No proof yet.
And allegedly he was innocent him and shit.
And innocent till proven guilty also as well. Innocent till proven guilty.
He was supposedly stalking him and like harassing him when it ended.
Like, dude, I don't know. This world is fucked up as it is. I don't know if that's true.
J-Lo and Ben Affleck got married secretly somehow. It's just everything
Mazel tov.
On Instagram, all flashing saying J-Lo and Ben, got married.
Mazel tov.
She got more rings than the New York Knicks since 1969. She got 5, and the Knicks only had 2.
She's competing with the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
Basically.
And that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, what she's trying to aim for the 27 championships that the Yankees have?
She got a while to go. She needs at least another 22.
Hey, she looks fine still.
Yeah, she does look fine.
She still looks fine. She's over 50. And looks better than a lot of 20-year-olds.
Girl probably works out like 4 times a day. And
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
That plant juice.
If she looks that well, if she looks that well at her age, is because she treats her body like a temple.
Oh, it's definitely a temple. You can see when she was with A-Rod, they literally all they did was work out.
Oh no, she hit a jackpot in that department with him because that dude still is in great shape to this day. But we all know what kind of a sweet, great person he actually is.
Yeah, but how much also does that have to do with the injections he was receiving in his, hip that he needed hip surgery? Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's for a different time.
Yeah, like that 1-year suspension that he got from the.
Anyway, Any Yankee fans in here, the Captain series starts on ESPN tomorrow. You
Again,
guys want to watch it?
I know this is an audio only podcast, but still, this is the only goddamn number that matters.
Him and Mariano are
Yes.
the only people I cried when they took him off the field.
Very-
And more Mariano because, like I said last week, he reminded me more of my dad than anything. You go in, you do your job, and get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when Mariano was coming in, he knew what pitch he was throwing.
The only thing I hated is that sometimes he lasted more than 2 innings, and after the second inning, he ain't worth a shit. He blew
No.
his arm out.
Yeah.
After 2 innings, his arm they ain't worth a shit.
So
Because he was just throwing rocks. Was just throwing rockets. Because that's why they only gave them for closing, because he was throwing rockets. It was like
he first came in as a starter.
Mhm.
He didn't last. When he was a starter, obviously you were after the 5th inning or 4th inning, he was done. That's why they sent him back down to the minors with Derek Jeter. Actually, They sent both of them back down, and then they called them both back up at the same day. I think around the same time. So that's a discussion for maybe next week when we watch. Well, I know I'm gonna try to watch that one thing because I'm a fanboy.
This week I'm gonna be on vacay mode. Thank you, Jesus.
You enjoy that.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God the Most High, for providing this mind and body a little recess in the midst of
this
craziness.
Week, I'll attempt not to throw gasoline on the computer and throw it out the window while I was on fire.
Oh, dude. And remember what I said in the chat about the DX chopping? I actually did that for like 5 minutes. And I was like, suck my cock, you piece of shit.
Your neighbors must have had fun with that one.
Woo! And a reminder to all you wrestling fans, Ric Flair will wrestle at the end of the month.
He will be walking out with his walker.
Dead man walking. Dead man walking.
With it blinged out with all the gold he's probably going to come out with.
Woo! And they're going to announce tomorrow who's going to be his opponent. They will announce it tomorrow.
Hopefully it's
tomorrow, as in, because since we're recording
someone
this
just as old as him.
Tomorrow, as in the 18th of June. So by the time you're listening to this podcast, the announcement will probably already been done for a while. So
yeah, unless you want to get skilled with it and get it out tonight.
Mm-hmm. Nah. This week is leisure week. You know what we called it in DR when everybody was either you just quit or going on vacay. The week before, they call it Miller time.
Miller time?
That's what they call it. I'm on Miller time. Like, don't like, yeah, you got to do this. I'm on Miller time. I'm on Miller time. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm on Miller time. You ask me to do shit, I ain't doing shit. I'm here just to making the hours go along and getting paid, doing dick.
Well, hopefully tomorrow's not too bad.
So
today is Monday.
This guy right here, he's on Miller time.
Enjoy your Miller time.
I will, because then after that it is hell.
Yeah, what do I got? I got 3 weeks almost before I get my vacation. Then a week before my surgery. I'm actually working Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then I go into surgery on Thursday.
Well, I hope everything ends up well.
I think I'll be all right.
Well,
my only thing is that anesthesia bullshit that I'm scared of, but what are you gonna do? They have to put me under, and they said it only should be an hour. So,
from a guy who's been under the knife a couple of times, I can tell you, it's okay. I mean, they shot anesthesia directly at my toes when I had the ingrown toenail shit.
Mm-hmm.
They shot it directly at my toes, and those syringes ain't delicate. Because I was expecting, like, put me under, like, mask me and count me down. They were like, no, we don't need that shit. Like, we can just inject that shit here to you. I'm like, what? You fucking barbarians.
Yeah, they did that with my mother-in-law's thumb surgery. They just
Yeah, they
put the
just numb.
numbing stuff around
Yeah, they just
her thumb, and that's
numb
it.
the index and do go to work with it
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah. So no, they have to. It's microscopic, so they're gonna have to put me under.
Yeah. So no, don't worry about it. Hopefully they did all the studies to see that,
Well, yeah, I got a doctor's appointment.
to study the anesthesiologist and all that shit to make sure that it is compatible with you.
But yeah, I have to go to the doctors, and they run all. They're gonna do the EKG. They're gonna do blood work, make sure I'm all set to go,
Yeah.
and then I guess send the paperwork over to my thing so they can study it, make sure I'm okay
Yeah, I
for
would
the surgery,
imagine.
and that I'm just hoping I can move without pain. Because
Hope.
my arm was killing me yesterday after all that work. So, anywho,
Anyways,
we introduced ourselves and never said our names. I just
it
remembered.
doesn't matter. People already. If you're listening to this podcast, you already know who we're talking to. So, I mean, we've already been like 4 podcasts deep, so they should already know that who are the people that are talking. If not, they're like, who are these fucks again?
Who these who's these fat two dudes that are just talking bullshit on the air?
And if you need to know, it's Ariel and Jonathan, and also our social media at that Ariel Duran, Instagram, Twitter. Yours is
At Johnny Board 426 on Instagram.
okay, and also the website huskybarboopod.com, where you can listen to all the past podcasts and also get the links wherever the podcasts are, in case you want to listen to us, on the road or whatever. You.
Don't forget the public tea.
Oh yeah, the T Public store. They paid me this week, and it was nice seeing those digits. I would like if people would buy more shit, and if you do buy more shit, guess what? I will make more shit, and therefore more shit will be available, and then more shit will come to me. We talk a lot of shit here, so it's appropriate that shit will be passed around.
Well, that new logo I think will sell some good things. That's a nice logo. I like the coloring. I mean, I know you said it's not done yet, but it's a nice logo.
Yeah, I
I
just
like it.
need to do some shadowing, and that's it, to like give it like a 3D look and whatnot. And
Okay.
then after that, we can publish it and have it for the whole people, the 3 of you that listen.
Hey, it's okay. They're buying this shit, so it doesn't matter how
Yeah,
many people are listening. If all three of
yeah.
them are buying shit,
So, and
all that
also,
matters.
I'm gonna see this week what other options would be available in terms of creating stuff, more content, and whatnot. But in the meantime, in between time, we'll continue doing this, and hopefully, all you keep listening, and more people be added to this, and we all keep growing together. And you create learning shit from us. How? I don't know. I don't know if this is educational. This is not necessarily Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. So
Well, I'm gonna go watch 2 movies, not 3. 2 movies that I probably wouldn't have seen a long time ago, but I'm just gonna rewatch and see how it goes.
yeah, I'm gonna see. I stopped the movie watching. I kept it more for the week that I'm gonna be off. So I'm like gonna distribute the time. Like, okay, this day I'm gonna watch this. This day I'm gonna watch that.
And I mean, I could probably watch it when I get my surgery because I'm gonna be out 2 to 3 weeks, but
Yeah, yeah. No,
I
no.
got so
Just
much shit to watch. I mean, I'm into all these. I got almost like every streaming services out there. Between Disney Plus, Paramount, Prime Video, Discovery Plus,
Netflix.
Netflix, Hulu. I got it all. Name it, I got it.
Oh shit! I just remember. I gotta go and purchase the Andrew Schultz special. I have to purchase it. I think it's just $12.
Yeah, I mean, it's better off purchasing it and then than to renting it because the renting it sometimes is not even worth. It's like $6.99 renting. You can own it
No,
for like another like $5.
yeah, no. The purchase is that they allow you to see it for like 4 days on
No,
his website, because I don't know.
oh,
The thing is that he was gonna release it on what everybody assumes it was Netflix, but they had issues with some of the jokes that he had.
I know Netflix is kind of cracking down on that, but I'm like, how are you cracking down on that? And
So
Dave Chappelle's on there, and now he's getting an Emmy for that shit.
look, Andrew Schultz had to get all his life savings to purchase that special for him back, to buy it out of the Netflix. He wasted all his life savings to get that special back. So he is counting on people to help him out so he can get back that money. So and Andrew Schultz he's one of the newer guys that's getting noticed. He's very actually fucking good. So I want to help the brother out. I want to help him out. Give my little grain of salt in there and help him out. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna be doing tonight. Gonna be watching that special.
But yeah.
Anyway, this has been the Husky Barbus. Apostrophe S. And we are actually Barbu now. All of us.
Yes.
Thank you everyone for listening, and this has been the Husky Barbu, and we'll listen to each other. Or you will listen to us next week, rather.
All right. Peace out, everybody.
Take care. Bye.